What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Gore here, and we are back with yet another live show. It's another Tuesday night, fresh off of iCast. And I tell you what, that was a great show. Had quite a bit of a buzz, and I tell you what, it's still creating a buzz in the industry and a buzz in the fishing community. Everything that we saw at iCast, guys. Also, the Assegai Rods, they're out on Amazon. They're on the KastKing website. I ordered 5. Or I have 2 and I ordered 5 more. So I'm going to have a total of 7 on deck. So I'm looking forward to those Assegai rods when they got here. Ordered some new KastKing Covert Extreme too to go with that order. So yo. Now, speaking of order, who do I have in order here in the chat? Of course, Doug was the first one to say what's up. Got Ricky, what's going on, man? Mandy, how you doing this evening? Who else we got? Peter, what's going on? Uncle Yukon's joining us. What else we got? Luke, what's going on, brother? Joe Rollins, how's it going? Melissa Justice, glad to have you here tonight. What else we got? Kudagra? You made it. You did make it. You did. Yes, you did. You made it. Glad to have you. What else we got up here? Joshua says, word up. Word. Yeah, for reals. JT Fishing, how's it going? Got Jaycast in the building, y'all. I'm not sure what building he's in, but he is in the building. So that's cool. What's going on, Jaycast? Glad to have you. Sherman, how you doing? Glad to see what's going on. All right, let's get to popping and locking and having a good time tonight. Guys, we're fresh out from the iCast show that took place in Orlando last week. And I tell you what, we went out, and Jose, myself, and Nikki, we went out and showed the world, or at least Orlando, on Tuesday. We went out there and did iCast on the water. We took the new iReels out there. We had the iReel, the dual chip version and the single chip version. And guys, look at what I got here. Check this out. I've got one sitting right here, guys. I'm going to give you a quick little peek and rundown on it. I'm not going to get too in depth on it because, A, you can't have it yet. Soon. So I don't want to tease you too much and make it to where you can't have it. Get this cool little folder with some cool information in there. You get a charging cable, of course, because, yes, it is electronic. You got to charge the battery to control that computer system. And then, of course, I have the version I have right now, which will be the first version available to the public. You see the little Terminator light glowing on it right here. Let's see here. So it was glowing a second ago, but yes, it's a cool little setup right here. I mean, awesome setup. But guys, check out this box. Look at the way the box opens. I know it's a box. Most people don't care, but some people love the way it opens. And this thing opens unlike any other box we've ever had. That is the iReel. Pretty sweet. But check it out, guys. This is, how's it going, Ken? Sean, what's going on, brother, man? Who else we got up in here? Oh, we got Milton Thompson. What's happening? But yeah, check this out, guys. This is the new iReel. This is the A and B version, as we've seen in like the Mega Jaws MG12. It has the auto mag brake system. Let's see if I can get to focus. Come on, don't be mean. There it goes. It focused for a minute. It's my lighting changing back and forth. But yes, this one has the auto mag braking system, which we all know works very well in the previous models of, like, say, the MG12 and the Mega Jaws Elite, but then this one has the computer chip that controls the functionality of the, see that spool is still spinning, but the functionality of the computer chip. Now, granted, this thing only weighs, coming in 6.9 ounces, about 7 ounces, guys. Super lightweight, but another cool feature right here is that Access Eye. See that thing? Look at that thing open up. That is cool. You engage the thumb bar, opens wide up so that line peels off. So it is totally cool, reporting data to your phone that will then, you can look at your phone. But if you don't want to look at your phone while you're fishing, I know that there's a lot of people like, who's going to be looking at their phone while they're fishing? Maybe not a lot of people, but there are some that are going to be looking at those analytics. But it can give you those analytics, those details like retrieval speed, cadence, things like that. All kinds of different things that can go to your earbuds if you're hearing impaired. It can go to your hearing aids. The fish smart glasses that are coming, your smart devices. It is pretty sick. We'll get more into that iReel coming soon. But for those of you that want more information on the iReel, go to KastKing.com. You'll see it pop right up. You can scroll over into these little tabs. You know, you go past the Kestrel, and there it is. You see, here is your iReel. So we'll click Learn More, and there we go. We have the IFC, which is the dual chip system, which is going to have a computer system that controls the spool, like electronic braking, all that good stuff. That one is coming out in around the October market. Okay. Now the A and B version, which I just showed you guys, this cat right here, that A and B version, this is slotted for a late August release. So if you guys are down to order either, you guys want to pre-order, okay, you can go here. You can learn some more information about the app and what it does and some different features. You can scroll in there and take a look and learn more. Guys, and remember, this system is forever evolving, okay? So the app is subject to change and grow and add more additions because the technology is changing every single day. We're first to market with it, and our technology, the next day, it's obsolete. We have new stuff coming, so it's really cool. So when you guys are ready to pre-order, you guys can click here, and if you want to pre-order, that way you get it shipped to your door before anybody else. Click on Learn More. This is the A and B version like I have shown you today, and you click this button right here for pre-order. Or if you are looking to order the Bad Mama Jamma, which I'm going to get mine on order right here, you can go ahead and order now. And of course, right there, pre-orders are delivered no later than October 31st. That is the slotted release time. So long as no crazy things pop out of the woodwork, that is when we should see it released. And we're looking forward to that, guys. It's truly, that electronic braking system is something special. The A and B version works really, really well, but the electronic side of it works killer. It is pretty awesome, guys. So it's neat. What's the best reel for steelhead fishing? Oh, well, you can do the Recon. You can do the Kapstan Elite Baitcaster. You can do the Kapstan Elite Spinning, which I'm going to be talking about here a little bit soon. So, I mean, this is a big Mama Jamma, but yeah, there's quite a few reels out there. It all depends on, I guess, the technique that you're going for. Unfortunately, I have never fished for steelhead, so I can only tell you what I know of. And I know the Kapstan Elite Baitcaster was really great. It's got superb 30-plus pounds of drag. The Kapstan Elite Spinnings is another great option, and the Recon reels. Those are definitely ones to check out for sure. So what else we got? What do we got? All right. It's so light. Very light. Yes, this is a great – Sean's right on the money when it comes to the iReel, that this thing has a advanced braking system in it. Aluminum frame, carbon fiber side plates, ceramic bearings, auto adjust braking system, and a computer chip in here, and it's still coming in at 7 ounces. There's a ton of reels in the market right now that cost more than this reel with no computer chip, that way more. It's crazy. So yeah, it's cool. So all right, now let's go in just doing an overview, and yeah, no problem. All right, let's keep rocking down here. Yes, that one, I tell you what, Van Hendrickson, I'm telling you, I agree. That IFC is, I mean, the A and B version is cool. It's really cool. Me, I've got it. I'm excited to use it. I'm going to go out and play with it before it's released and help report some of that data for adjustments and everything. And just, it's really nice to get real world fishing out there. But that IFC version, once it drops, I'm going to have my hands on it. And I can't wait to use that electronic controlled braking system, which is really cool too, because now we have an A and B, and we've already seen the A and B make its way to 3 different reels. But that IFC braking system, okay, the intelligent, frequency. Okay, geez, I just like blinked out for a minute. It's intelligent frequency control system on that spool system. It's going to make its debut in the IFC iReel 1, but we very possibly are going to start seeing that electronic braking system trickle its way into future model reels as time rolls on, maybe in 2004, 2025. It's going to be awesome to see where it goes, right? So now let's roll on. Yes, Adam Robinson, sorry, we waited till you got here. We'll go ahead and start. So I didn't want to talk about this next thing until Adam got here, guys. But he's here now. So let's go ahead and get into it. So one of the cool things that I want to talk about is this cat right here. This is it. The new Kapstan Elite High Speed Spinning. Now, we already have a Kapstan Elite Spinning. That is the silver and gold version that you guys have seen. Now, we have a 3000 series, and this guy is a big, heavy, bulky 3000 series, guys. I mean, it's everything you want in a heavy-duty saltwater reel. I mean, if you guys are looking to get out there and do some saltwater fishing, this right here feels like a heavy 4000, but it's a 3,000. I mean, and I don't mean heavy like, oh my God, it's a boat anchor and it's going to be uncomfortable to fish with all day. I mean, when you're out there deep water fishing, catching beasts and monsters, you need a beast and a monster that's going to handle it. And that's just what you're getting in these Kapstan Elite high speed spinning reels. I mean, look at this thing. This is a 6,000 series, and it is beefy. It is a beast, to say the least. I have giant hands, okay? But look at this thing compared to a human head. It's big. It is enormous. I mean, here is, think of our Extremis cup or a Yeti cup. I mean, you can see how large it is in comparison. It is a beefy reel. So there's some really cool features that I want to tell you guys about this right here. First of all, right out of the gate, this thing is 100% waterproof. Okay, it's got an IPX6 waterproof rating system. So that's a very important thing, especially when you're fishing in the saltwater or even dirty conditions, things like that. And as you can see all the different seal systems on this. It is truly designed to be dunk proof, waterproof, submerged for quite a bit of time proof. That way you can keep that kind of crap and gunk and funk out of there. I mean, you want your drag to work perfectly on this system, and it has a very powerful, super powerful, up to 55 pounds of drag is available in the Kapstan high-speed spinning series of reels. That's, of course, the 55 pounds of drag is going to be in your larger series, but it is absolutely stout. But you want that sealed system, to protect all the different gears in the gear case, and also from contaminants, salt, and corrosion, but that drag too. So it's very important to have a sealed drag in saltwater and freshwater fishing. So that's really cool. It's going to keep all the contaminants out of there, the grit, the dirt, the funk, allow that drag to do what it is supposed to. So another cool thing is, as we see in a lot of our KastKing reels, it is high capacity, braid ready CNC aluminum spool. So you can see it right here on this version. That is a large spool. You're going to be able to pack this sucker full of 60-pound braid, 80-pound braid, throw some high like 40-pound monos and things like that in there. This guy is going to give you the size spool that you need. Plus, it's got that patented spool lip edge that's going to allow that line to free flow off of this spool very easily. So that's really important and really cool. Now, part of that sealed system to protect is bearings, right? So we have a 6+1 stainless steel shielded ball bearings, plus the never rust polymer bearings that you're going to see like in right there where your line guide and bail flip is. And then, of course, the two in the winching handles. So you have a double supported system with the stainless steel shielded bearings. That is going to be fantastic for the salt. I mean, this thing is ready to get out there and do some work. Now, on this model, so let me go ahead and click out of this real quick and come back to it. So there we go. I double clicked it. Go away. There it goes. Okay, so this here is a 6,000 series models. We make these in the 8,000 series as well. Frame, and then of course you have the aluminum rotor. Okay, the aluminum rotor. Now, in your 3,000 and 4,000 series, this is a carbon rotor. Okay, carbon rotor, aluminum frame, and never fails at a live show. I got to sneeze. I don't know what the deal is. Glad I didn't sneeze in the live show at iCast, but just something happens. I got to sneeze in a live show. Okay, so we have a carbon rotor and aluminum frame on the 3,000 and 4,000. Now, when you get into the 6,000, 5,000, 6,000, and 8,000, you are looking at aluminum on both of your reel for the rotor as well as the frame. So again, your 5,000, 6,000, and 8,000 have the heavy duty CNC aluminum rotor, where the 3,000 and 4,000 series have the carbon. So that's a pretty cool system there. Now, again, the knob and the handle on this both are going to be heavy duty CNC machine knob, and then of course heavy duty CNC machine aluminum handle. Look at this thing. I mean, this thing is built to the gills to be a winching factory right here. It is surely Amazing. Okay, so Patrick Feely, you're talking about price. I understand. We'll get to that in just a second. Let me show you some other things on this, and we'll do it. Yes, that is one big reel, Mandy. I agree. The 8,000 is probably bigger than your motor. Yeah, it probably is bigger than the motor. You are absolutely right on that. So before we get into price, remember one key thing that we talked about. This is considered the Kapstan Elite high-speed reel, okay? So this guy is, of course, in a 3,000 and 4,000, coming in a 6:2 gear ratio. Okay. Yes. Granted, we have a lot of freshwater reels that are saltwater friendly that exceed that rating. But now we have a saltwater reel that is designed primarily. This is what it is for. That is the market is for saltwater fishing, heavy duty, aggressive fishing, 6:2 and you don't see that much in the industry. Now you get into a 5,000 and a 6,000, you're in a 5:7 gear ratio. Normally in a saltwater field and these big bodied reels like this, you're already into the 4 speeds when you get into 5,000 and 6,000. And then of course, when you get into the 8,000, you're in a low 4 speed. Okay. We're talking like a 4.2 and whatnot. So to have that 5.7 and that 4.9 in such of those big bodied reels, you can really have that speed to retrieve that fish and get it back to the boat. And it's really cool. Now, what's crazy is you'll have people always will tell you, oh, I don't know, what is that high speed gear for? I remember in the bass community years ago when we started seeing 7.2 8.1 then 9.1 people started acting like it was ridiculous. This is getting crazy. 9.3, 9.5, then 10.1 and then 10.5 which is currently the leader in our Speed Demon Elite reel, which has been around for going on maybe 2 years now. And it is still the top dog in speed. We also own the top dog in speed 7.4 in the Speed Demon Elite spinning. So we've seen those bait casters in 9.1 8.1 10.1 10.5 8.6 A lot of people were naysayers at first about those high-speed gear ratios, but quickly we saw the pros get their hands on them, go start doing work, people all across the world, and showed that the bass fishing market can definitely change people's minds and go, you know what, that's no longer is it a gimmicky thing to have a high-speed gear ratio. We've shown where it is needed, and that is happening now in the saltwater community, as you can see with our Kapstan Elite high-speed reel. So that is some really cool features to take a look at and take advantage of in that high-speed situation that in the saltwater community, people are starting to demand, and I think it's going to change the game. And as time goes on, we will start seeing faster and faster gear ratios. Now, talking about price point, okay? Well, let's go back. Let me put this up before we talk about price point, okay? Let's go back. 3,000 series reel, 6:2 gear ratio. You're looking at a 30-pound drag system. That is an enormous pound of drag in a 3,000 series, and that carries over into the 4,000 series. Now, you get into the 5,000 and 6,000, now we're talking 40 pounds of carbon fiber drag. And again, remember, this is a completely sealed system, so this drag is going to function, and it's going to function very well for you because of that sealed system. But then you get into that 8,000 series, and it is a whopping 55 pounds of triple disc sealed, just buttery smooth carbon fiber drag. So that is killer, guys. Okay, so now if you build it, they will come. And guys, you have come to the part where we have this IPX sealed system that is awesome to take advantage of. Right now, coming in at $149 for your 3,000. Okay, your 4,000 is going to come in at $159. Your 6,000 is going to come in at $179. Okay, 5,000 to 6,000s, and then, or I'm sorry, your 5,000 is coming in at $179. Then your 6,000 is coming in at $199. Now, I'm not sure if the 8,000 is yet to be released. I don't have information on that. If not, it will be coming very soon. But I would imagine seeing that 8,000 in the $199 to $119 range, somewhere in there. And that's, or $219 range. Now, this is a beefy monstrous of a reel with that high-speed gear ratio, with that IPX6 full waterproof rating, and then, of course, the just phenomenal sealed system that is going to work great for you guys and those high gear ratios. So if you're in the market for some amazing saltwater reels, look no further, save some money, jump on the train, the Kapstan Elite train, whether it is the traditional silver and gold Kapstan Elite. Of course, you're looking at slower gear ratios, but still a beefy system, really tried and true beefy system. Or the new, if you're looking for that new hotness, this black and green, beautiful, absolutely beautiful system. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, it gets with it. That is definitely something that is going to help you drag monster fish in. Now, you don't have to just use these for saltwater. I'm going to be using them. I live in Arizona, no oceanfront property where I live. George Strait lied to me, and it's not coming anytime soon. So I'm going to be using this to do work with large species of like catfish, flathead, carp, and things like that, just for the fun of it. No, I'm not going to eat the carp, but it's going to happen. So what is the capacity of the reel? That is a great question. Let me pull that sheet up for you again so you guys can see it. So let me go here, jump over here. Let's pull that spec sheet up. Okay, so here is your line capacities, okay? So let's talk mono, or not mono, let's talk braid. A lot of people are going to rock braid. So as you can see up on the screen, taking up the whole screen right there, let's go from the 8,000 series. If we're talking a 50-pound braid, on average, you're looking at 475 yards, okay? 65-pound braid, 390 yards. 80-pound braid, 345 yards. That's a lot of freaking braid, okay? That is an enormous capacity. You will never cast that much out, and this thing will have to run for a long time to pull a lot of that out. Now, 6,000 series, 30-pound braid, 490. 40-pound braid, 390. 50-pound braid, 335. That's a lot of braid. That's a lot of line out there. So let's jump all the way down to a 3,000 series. And you can see with 15-pound braid, 250 yards. 20-pound braid, 180 yards. 30-pound braid, 130. Okay. So me personally, on that spool in a 3,000 series, I'm probably going to be rocking 40 to 50-pound braid on there and probably getting about 100 yards. Okay. Now, of course, there are some great features on these that you guys are going to jump on those. And really, they're not all that heavy. So 14 ounces basically is what you're looking at in the 13 or in the 3,000 and the 4,000 series. Get into that 5,000, 6,000 series. Now you're looking at about 22 ounces. And then, of course, that 8,000 is going to be a big old 30-ounce beast, guys. Beast. So, guys, check that out. Jump on it. You can find it on Amazon right now. Soon jumping on the KastKing website. $149 for the 3,000 series, up to $199 for what's available at this moment in the 6,000 series. That is the Kapstan Elite high-speed gear ratio reels, guys. Those are some cool things to definitely take a look at. So what do we got going on in the chat? Let's see. Anything that needs to jump out? Oh, look at this. I like this one. I love the Mega Jaws. I have a few OGs and one of the Elites. Okay. Now, there's the OG Mega Jaws, and there's the new Elite Mega Jaws, and then in between is the upgraded Mega Jaws. Now, me personally, the OG Mega Jaws was not a bad reel. It was not one of my favorites. I would pick up a Crixus Armor X or Dark Star all day long over the Mega Jaws OG version, right? Well, then the Mega Jaws Elite came out, and I started picking it up more than I picked up any of my Crixus reels. Really liked the crap out of that thing. And then, of course, the Mega Jaws upgraded version came out, and I did some video work on it and just went, hey, you know what? I kind of looked past that OG Mega Jaws quite a bit and just went to everything else. But the new upgraded Mega Jaws with that, that new braking system in it, it worked, and it worked really well. And I actually really liked that reel. I liked it a lot. Well, guess what? There's a new reel that I'll probably be talking about next week that shares some of those features of the Mega Jaws upgraded version and the Crixus Armor X. Now, the Armor X, the Crixus Armor X it was not an elite reel. But if you looked on Tackle Warehouse, Academy, and all the places where all they sold was the high-end elite stuff, the Armor X was there. But why? It wasn't considered an elite reel. Because it was legit as can be. That's why. Even though it wasn't considered an elite reel because of the braking system, was just standard Crossfire 8-peg magnetic braking system, that kind of pegged it down just below that threshold of being an elite reel. But the braking system worked great. The castability on that reel was phenomenal, and it was an aluminum frame, and I believe it had, I'd have to double check, don't quote me, graphite side plates, but it may have had carbon fiber. I want to say it was graphite, okay? That's one reason why it fell in that category. Now, next week, and probably can't promise it's going to happen next week, but we have a new reel lurking, guys, for next week's show. And it's the new Skeet Reese reels. So let me just say this. If I had to say the Crixus Armor X, the upgraded Mega Jaws, and Skeet Reese all got locked into a room and a love child was made, you would have the new Skeet Reese series of reels, guys. And they're all contenders. They've got some upgrades. They've got some cross designs into them to create a whole new reel that I got to see at iCast. I got to play with at iCast. Milton's got one already. Milton got on there and he jumped and pulled the trigger on it. And I have not heard what he thinks of it yet. I think he got it today. So I can't wait to get my hands on it again. I played with it at iCast. I fell in love with it at iCast. It is going to be a contender. So I'm going to see what I can do about getting Skeet on the show for next week, or whenever I do show the reel. If Skeet's available, he's got a lot of stuff going on. Just come back from iCast. And then, of course, he's got, the next stop on the Bass Pro Tour. But, guys, if you're into saltwater fishing, this is your guy to jump all over right now. If you're looking for a new hot bass fishing reel at an affordable price that's flat going to work and work well, and I'm telling you it's going to work really good because I see the designs it's built from. I felt it. I played with it. It's going to be a bomb reel that I can't wait to get my hands on. The new Skeet Reese series of reels, guys. I'm telling you, you guys are going to love it. Love it. And I'm hoping to have that on next week's show. Plus, just like they say right here, they're under $100. Yes. $99.99 is what this reel is going to be. It is going to be phenomenal. And yes, Milton says he got mines yesterday. Yeah, Milton, you lucky dog. Milton's always hot on the gun. So, guys, definitely check that out. Some really cool products hitting on the website right now. Just getting back from iCast. The world loved the iReel. Not just the world loved it. I can tell you right now, two of our really big competitors that are iconic in the industry couldn't keep their hands off it. They kept coming over and over and over and taking photos and videos and wouldn't leave it alone. And we finally said, guys, we want the world to see this thing, not just you guys, okay? Not just you guys. So, yeah, the world took notice. The world took notice. Like it or not, whether it's for you or it's not, this reel and its technology is going to change the game, guys. It is. For sure, the iReel coming soon. Get online, check out your pre-orders. If you guys are going to go fishing in the salt, or you're just looking for a big, high-speed, beefy reel, you got it in the full IPX6 waterproof Kapstan Elite high-speed gear ratio, boasting up to 55 pounds of drag. And then, of course, I'm pretty sure it's going to fall next week. Don't quote me, but it's already available on Amazon right now. The spinning version is coming soon. The Skeet Reese series of reels, guys. Guys, that's going to do it for me. We hit that 30-minute mark. My name's AJ Gore. I'm going to sign off, but before I do, if you guys aren't following us on TikTok, guys, make sure you're checking us out, KastKing USA on TikTok. We have the same name on our Instagram page under KastKing USA. We also have a secondary page, KastKing Community. Make sure you check that out. Then, of course, if you're watching right here via Facebook or YouTube, it's just simply KastKing. On Facebook and YouTube, guys. Make sure you click that subscribe or notification button or follow us, and you guys are going to have a great time. Their reels cost too much. Whose reels cost too much? I know it ain't ours, because that's one thing I can say about our reels. With the technology that's packed into these, the quality materials packed into our products, we have a product for everyone. Now, that's one. I'll close on this. I got you hit a nerve with me there, if that happens to be a comment for us. So, one thing about KastKing I've noticed, we are affordable innovation right here, right? Now, if you think about it, okay, we have a product in everybody's budget. Now, a lot of the products that we offer, like say the MG12, the iReel, things like that, they kind of get expensive, so to speak, and they are the higher tier of our products. But if that's not in your budget, we have reels that will fit into your budget. And the thing is, the technology, the quality, and the materials packed into those reels for that price are far cheaper than a lot of the competition. So yeah, we're still affordable, but still bringing that technology, because that's what we are as a technology company, to you guys for a great price. So I'm sorry, we can't make everything quote unquote cheap. We make it as affordable as we can, as much as we can, while yet still locking in quality products to everybody. So hopefully we've got a product that you're after that fits in your budget. If not, keep looking, because I can tell you right now, there's plenty of products that we can definitely get you in. And if you guys ever have any questions, comments, or anything, please feel free to hit me up or any of our KBAs and pro staff in our message box, and we can get those answered for you and let you know just what reel you need for the budget you have set forth. Guys, my name is AJ Gore, and I will see you very soon. Oh, shout out to Jimmy Lee. What's up, bro? What's up? Hey, we ain't done in the BFS world. We're not, Jimmy Lee. We're not. Stay tuned, bro. That's all I can say. Guys, I'm out. Have a great night. We'll see you guys next Tuesday.